What gave you the courage to take that step?
Back in when I was 18, so that's the one thing that is make me courage in my life, which is I understand what's the courage mean in that time. That's make me more stronger, and no one knows over there that who knows me.
That's right.
And me and my sister like this. So I see everything as an opportunity. There is nothing to be fear. I love to say everyone just try new things, and one day you'll find out what's meant to be for you. Once you're in the same decision and you're trying to do the same thing again and again, it's not going to work out. Most people say at least a plan A, a plan B. That's what we thought. But when it's come to me, I'm very different. I have like 100 plans behind me. What is meant to be for you, it will never miss out.
Welcome to Talk with the Courageous Heart. I'm glad you are here today. Let's take a moment to breathe, settle in, and begin today's conversation. Here, Fano, welcome to another brand new episode of Talk with a Courageous Heart. As I promised you last time, I have another courageous heart today. So before I introduce this person, I would like to do a quick introduction. Well, this person is same as me, a fellow Sri Lankan. And for last few months, I could see she is a content creator, and she's interviewing many people in Sri Lankan community that make an impact in New Zealand. And that inspired me to reach out to her and ask her, will you be willing to be on my podcast? And I'm so grateful she said yes. And the other thing is she recently became a real estate agent. And we will talk everything that she's doing right now. And we go through this journey, we'll talk about it. So without further ado, I would like to invite Sasini Ariyarathna. Come on, Sasini, take a seat, please.
Thank you.
How are you, Sasini?
Oh, good, Andrew.
Hey, I'm so glad to have you on this podcast, and thank you so much for making this work.
Thank you for the invitation as well.
Sasini, let me just ask you very simply, of course, you are very known in Sri Lankan community in New Zealand. But I will ask you again, many people might know you, many people might not know you.
Yeah.
So I will ask you, who's Sasini Ariyarathna?
I would say I'm a people person. So I love to be people around. And also I'm a person mostly to interact with the people, and also if making people more confident and give them more courage to achieve their things in their life. Yeah, that's pretty much me.
Thank you so much for that beautiful introduction. Let me get into the first question, which I ask all of my guests, because in this podcast we talk about courage. I think I'm a big believer of courage. May I just ask you, what is your own definition of courage? And can you take me back to a moment where you had to be courageous?
So courage is meant to me is trusting yourself. So if you trust yourself, that's everything is come to you. And back in when I was 18, so that's the one thing that is make me courage in my life, which is I understand what's the courage mean in that time. I was when I was 18 with my elder sister. I went to Dubai with her. That wasn't easy decision to me, and then not knowing what I'm going to do in Dubai. So I think what I thought is stepping out from the comfort zone and trusting yourself. That's the courage.
And thank you for sharing that. You just mentioned that you made this bold decision to move out Dubai from Sri Lanka, and I know, me being a Sri Lankan, I know it must have been really hard because you just grew up, and especially you are a woman, and it's not usual in Sri Lankan culture. What gave you the courage to take that step?
So I believe that. So when you need different in your life, you need to take a different pathway. So that's what inspired me to go to Dubai as well.
Yeah.
So I moved to Dubai, and it's given me a confidence, because even though I went with my sister, so she's my sister, so she was not that much older than me. So I think that's make me more stronger, and no one knows over there that who knows me.
That's right.
And me and my sister only. So I think that give me more confidence and make me stronger who I am today as well.
And thank you for sharing that. Looking back now though, what do you think that experience taught you about yourself?
I think when I was in Dubai when I was too young.
Yeah.
So
18 years old?
18 years old, yes.
So
just a person who left the college and then just left Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
That's the comfort place. And then I feel like that's make me more stronger to be who I am today.
That's right.
Because if I'm still in Sri Lanka, that I'm in my comfort zone.
That's right.
So I think once I moved to Dubai, make me more confidence and taught me how to trust yourself. And when I was sometimes I fail in my life as well. So when I was being failure, I thought like as nothing is working out for me. And that's what I thought. When you're young, you always think when nothing is happening for you, you always think like it's happening to you, and then nothing is going to work out for you.
That is true.
That's what you're thinking. Yeah. I think the day by day, and I learned that you need to start trusting yourself. And I think that experience is giving me to be stronger. Yeah.
And look, thank you for sharing that. As you mentioned, after 18, after college, you reinvented yourself several times, from a teacher to content creator, to sales and leadership. And now you're a real estate agent. How have you found the courage to keep embracing changes instead of staying where it felt comfortable?
I was seeing everything as an opportunity. As it's nothing to fear to try something new. So I'm a teacher at that time. When I was 18, I become a teacher, and then I feel like that at that time I really enjoyed. It's not like I'm trying different things and not enjoying it. So I see everything as an opportunity. There is nothing to be fear. And I love to say everyone just try new things, and one day you'll find out what's meant to be for you.
That's right.
Yeah. So I think every opportunity is give you something to take into your life.
So true. Yes, yes.
So I see everything as an opportunity. So it's nothing to fear. And you just need to try something new in your life always. Like, see, if it's nothing working, if it's nothing working out for you, you need to find out another opportunity.
That's right.
Which is working for you and which is you're truly enjoying in your life.
That's right.
Which is I do. Like, if I feel something like boring to me, I try new things because that's making me move forward.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I think that's pretty much,
And the thing is, and I can't be more agree. I think, I'm also a person like have tried, probably will try so many things. And I just can't agree with you more. But like, not every person willing to take risk. Many people, the society, like we were told by this society, you need to go to university, you need to get a degree, and you do that job until you retire, and that's the norm. That's the norm in the community, in this society. But there are some also people, like they tried so many things. They then that way they found out what's working for them, what's not working for them. Like they want to live a life with purpose.
Yes.
And why do you think that some people might not willing to take that risk?
I think it's because of you're in the comfort zone. When you're in your comfort zone, you don't want to try new things. You're staying in the same decision and trying it.
Yeah.
But once you're in the same decision and you're trying to do the same thing again and again, it's not going to work out.
That's right.
Once you know one thing is not working out for you, and I believe that like you need to try something different. It's not in the same scenario. So like me, like when it's come to me, if one pathways didn't work out for me, I will try another pathway.
That's right.
Like when I have one decision, and if I'm going with a plan, I have 100 plan is setting up with me. Most people say at least a plan O, a plan B. That's what we thought. But when it's come to me, I'm very different. So I have like 100 plans behind me.
Wow.
One plan didn't work out. I would say I'll go to plan B, but I have until plan Z.
Exactly.
You know, so I think that's, even though when you're in the same career, I won't say like every people is like me changing the career.
Obviously.
But if you're in your same career, I would always love to say, have different plans to you. Don't just only work it out one plan all the time. It's not going to be work for you. That's because you have one, like you must be like a doctor, you're an engineer. Like there are 1,000 people in the world that are doing the same career.
That is so true.
And also, they are also educated like you.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Everyone is struggling to come to the first place.
That's so true.
And then so how you're going to be different? So you need to be different. You need to have different plans.
That's right.
One didn't work out for you, try the other one.
That's so true.
Yeah.
And I think that perspective is really interesting because, you know, like I think it's really nice to hear because if you think about it, if you're an engineer or any other, you know, job that you do, that's right. So many people have already done that studies and competing for that position, and you can't be different in that place. And like that's something I never thought of, and thank you for mentioning that. But it's different when it's come to business, when it's come to other things, because you can be your own, you can find your own niche, you can be yourself, and people sees you for being you. And that lead me to my next question, because you start creating content to connect with help the community. What inspired you to do that, and what impact do you hope your content has on people's lives?
I'm a person who love to see different opportunities, as I said, and having different plans. So what I always wanted to tell people, and like once I know something, I'm a person who love to share it. Like whoever is around me, if I find something good, and if it's work it out for me, and then if I'm a win in that thing, I would love to tell the others. And that inspired me to do a content creator, and then go and find the right people for the right career, right thing, and to give advice to the people. So if I hear something and from a different person, and if I see like, oh, this person is doing something right, and if I learn something and it's work it out for you, I want to tell the community. And that's the main thing that I start. That's the main thing that I want. I have become a content creator. So because I just wanted to share with the community. You know, they want to they also need to be educated.
That's right.
Sometimes, like in New Zealand, I basically aim New Zealand, Sri Lankan community, and then sometimes there are so many new people comes here, and even I just moved to here. So like when I was coming, like I just see some contents, and then I learn things. And then out of that, I thought that what also I have learned, what are the experience that I come from. So I just wanted to share with them. So that's what I started.
And let me just ask you a question, because I don't know about this. Did you start content creating after you moved to New Zealand or before?
Yes, when I was moved into New Zealand. Because back in Dubai, I'm a teacher for so many years.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah, and then after that, I was joining to customer service. So in that situation, I was always with the people, right? And then when I moved into New Zealand, I feel like there is no people again. Like I was moving from Sri Lanka to Dubai, and I thought that, as I said, I need to have a plan B.
That's right.
Because I don't want to go back to the same situation when I was in 18. So I thought like during, when I start doing something, sharing to the people, I will also meet people.
That's right. That's so true.
I will just also build a relationship with them.
That is so true. Yeah.
And then that's where I share things to the people, and I was also interacting with the people.
That is so true.
Yeah.
And let me ask you a quick question. Was there a big Sri Lankan community in Dubai?
Yes, we do have. Yeah.
And more than here?
More than here.
Yeah.
Yes.
And let me ask you one thing. What made you move from Dubai to New Zealand?
So, actual reason was when I was very small, I love watching cricket.
Oh, okay, okay.
So, you know that we all love cricket. And then I love their cricket t-shirts, New Zealand t-shirts, black and white. And then I was like, no idea about any other countries. And I was like, I would love to go to that country.
Wow, okay.
So that's the lead way. And then when we moved to Dubai and after getting married and all of these stuff happened. And then there we have Expo 2020 and happen in Dubai. And over there, it's there are like different countries represent Expo. And then I just went to New Zealand country. So there is one stall, and then I went inside and I'm like, when I went there and I can see the All Blacks logo and stuff and everything, it's remind me, and it's went back to my childish, like, I thought that I'm going to New Zealand and that's inside of that, and it's feel like New Zealand. And so when I was coming outside, there is a guy give me a small badge that the logo, and then I came out with the New Zealand flag. And that was always when I was teaching and all of them, that was in my lanyard. I was always keeping it Sri Lankan flag and the New Zealand flag. There was no idea what I'm going to do. And then after several months, and me and my husband was decided, let's step forward and then let's move out from our comfort zone. And then now and he was also start loving to move to New Zealand. And then I think that's when I trust myself, and it was no idea, but still I'm thinking that I want to go to New Zealand. I think that's all like lead me naturally. Yeah.
And I put you on the spot, but thank you for being honest.
No, that's okay.
And I appreciate that. And the other thing is, I didn't know you were married. And is Sanju your husband?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sanju is my husband.
Thank you for saying that. And I'll ask you a quick question as well about marriage. How long have you been married for?
8 years.
8 years. In that 8 years, what did marriage life taught you? I have no idea.
I think the more courage that I get it from the marriage life as well, because the more responsibility you have, your life will be shaped.
Yeah.
I was married when I was 23.
Yeah.
And then that was when I'm so young.
Yeah.
And I feel like always some people doesn't want to get married when I was there young, and some people want to get married when they're older. Yeah. But that's pretty much their personal choice. That's right, yes. But to me, that the decision that I made in 2019, I'm still happy because that's every day by day is making me stronger. And because I can feel that someone's standing behind me whenever, if I'm going to fall down, there's somebody to hold me.
Yeah.
And also the responsibilities and all, I always see that as that's something which is I'm enjoying. I'm not seeing that as a very hard responsibility. Yeah, which is to me, like, I always enjoy my marriage life.
Amazing.
I didn't feel that I'm married, but it's I love it.
That's good. That's really good. Thank you for that positive, and inspiring idea you shared. My last question, not last question, but next question is like, you built a life in Sri Lanka, Dubai, and now in New Zealand.
Yeah.
Looking back on those different chapters.
Yeah.
What have they taught you about finding a place to belong?
They taught me home is not just the place. It's the people you meet.
Yeah.
And every chapter is, and also the every changes is it's shaped me who I am today.
And thank you for sharing that. I have one more question, but that's pretty much like all the main questions that I had. Look, I can't be more grateful that you make it today, and you being very honest. You share your experience and everything that you shared today. Thank you so much. Let me ask you one thing. You mentioned that when you're 18 you moved to Dubai with your sister. Is this his sister in New Zealand, or is still in Dubai?
Is still in Dubai.
And like my next part is though, before I go to my last question, I let my guests ask me a question. It's only optional. You don't have to ask me a question. But do you have a question for me?
Yes, definitely. We'll ask him what's courage mean to him.
It's funny because I was asked by my last guest. Well, the courage means to me is, I think it's like, again, like we don't really think about it a lot, but the more I think about it, it is for me is keep putting myself out there and keep taking those risks, keep trying those new things that you call to do. And like as example, before I start this podcast, before I become a content creator, which by the way I never thought I would become a content creator. And it absolutely it was a calling. Like I'm Catholic, and I believe that God has a plan for you. And it was a call that keep coming back, and it was a call that too hard to ignore. And I think courage for me is that even if you have doubts, I was told, the fear is a big part. You can't avoid fear, but even if there's uncertainty, even if you're scared, courage is taking the step anyway, finding out whether it's work for you, whether it's not, because even if you fail, you don't lose, you learn something, and when you restart again, you know what to do. And so I think courage is for me is even though you have uncertainties, even though you have fear, but taking that step anyway. I think I hope I gave you a fair answer.
Yes, 100%. Yes.
Thank you so much. And let me ask you one more question.
Yes.
Before I let you go. Actually, two more questions. Usually you are the one who's interviewing people.
Yes.
How's it like to be the other side of the other side?
So what I feel like, I'm also asking questions like
that's right.
And now I can actually feel what's the pressure of the other party. So I think that's taught me one more thing. So when you are even though saying anything to the other person or whoever, when you're sharing things, I think we always need to go back to the other person's how they think, how they feel. That's what taught me. But thank you for that and giving me that experience. So now I know next time how they feel as well.
And then I think let me just say it's very courageous of you and saying yes and coming here and do that, because I know it's not your thing. Your thing is asking questions.
But thank you. I enjoy.
I enjoyed that too. I enjoyed our conversation too. Thank you for saying you enjoyed that. Look, and my last question is that what's the one thing you would say to someone who's about to give up?
So I would definitely say, as I'm doing, trust yourself. If one opportunity is missed out for you, there are so many other opportunities is waiting for you. So what is meant to be for you, it will never miss out. It will come to you. All you need to do, trust yourself, work it out for what you want, have many plans, having a one plan, having a two plan, having a three plan. Have lots of plan for yourself. Trust yourself, work it out for you, believe yourself, and naturally it will come to you.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you so much for that profound and beautiful advice you shared. And I truly appreciate that. And look, just want to say, thank you for saying yes again. Coming here and taking the challenge and saying yes. And you absolutely crushed it. And thank you so much. I really had a great time and to get into a fellow Sri Lankan in the community. And I know you mentioned that, but I really hope you had a good time. And I really hope you had a good time. For the people who, and sorry, before I go there, just want to say, I may not see you again, so I wish you nothing but the best. Keep doing what you're doing, and what you're doing is amazing. Like for in Sri Lanka community, I see how active you are. I see the impact you make, and just keep making that impact. I wish you nothing but the best. For the people who tuned in today, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope
I will say one thing.
Of course.
And thank you to you giving me this challenge. So it's actually a challenge.
Yeah.
So because this is something that I never experienced. So thank you to you and wishing you the best.
Thank you so much. I truly appreciate the kindness from you. Thank you so much. So thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope that we were able to at least inspire one person. That's more than enough. I leave you with a hope, and I promise that I will be back with another courageous heart. Until then, be safe, be courageous, and God bless you. This podcast is still growing, so every follow and share truly means a lot. Thank you for listening to Talk with a Courageous Heart.